Okay, you can prove basically by looking at a lot of these people's hand signs and the things around them, like the Freemason symbol and the checkerboard floors and all that. You can prove that certain people pretty much are satanic. Um, but the weird part is there's people that are just totally asleep. They think like I'm wearing a top that has been crocheted. Okay. Now, to make all these other things, to make like a regular t-shirt, you would need some kind of weaving instruments that they probably have in metal these days. But you need like all these factories and all these big items, like a loom or different things to make. And our clothes, by the way, are not made by a loom. They're crocheted. I looked. It's tiny. It's absolutely tiny, but it's crocheted. So it's not even made by what they say it's made of with the Quakers and all that, how they weave everything. Our clothes are not woven. Our clothes are crocheted most of the time, especially if you get something cotton. Um, because it'll fall apart on you easier. But anyway, they're made by these little tiny instruments, these little metal instruments, and stuff like that. They've got all these big machines that make everything, and then people walk around like they're entitled to this stuff, like they just deserve to have clothes to wear. No, it actually even says in the Bible what you deserve is one outfit, maybe two if you're showering and all that, or washing off in the creek or whatever you do. Um, I live in an apartment. I take a shower, but these people are so blindsided by everything Satan does that they literally are walking around like zombies. They think that everything is easy to do. They don't realize how hard this stuff is to do. That all this stuff has to be made for them. And then there's the example of the car. The clothing is extremely well done. The cars are extremely well done. They're like bicycles, only they've got a roof and all that, and they function off pistons and fuel rather, which is now becoming electricity. But it's from these same big builders, and the ones that run society, the same big builders are satanic. And you can almost go across them one by one and prove it, that they really are satanic and that they own the world or pieces of the world. These people are very rich, and they're going to stay that way, or they're going to die, one or the other, because get killed basically, because Satan isn't happy with something they've done. But yeah, this stuff is not ours. It's not our stuff. It's their stuff, and it's like they let you use it. But they build houses and all this stuff. Well, where do they get all the materials to build the houses with? Do you know how to make sandpaper? Um, the thing is, if we were to build anything, we can't make the mirrors, we can't make the toilets, we can't make any of this stuff. It's as if it's all rented anyway, because even if you own, let's say you own a house, you still have to get it repaired. Like, and they probably want people to own houses so that someone is taking care of the land and whatnot besides them. That helps them out. But, all this stuff, it's like, I can't make it. Can you make it? No? Well, guess who's making it for you? Satan worshippers are making it for you. And I kid you not, everybody's walking around like a total zombie. And they're not paying attention to, the royalty. Like, all the kings that go on the earth in the end of times are lined up with Apollo. Okay, so he's satanic. He's the son of Satan, supposedly. He's lining up all these kings, and all these kings are satanic, or they become satanic. And yes, it does. I think it does help you live longer. To become satanic like they want you to. They could probably extend your life, because like what's in them is doctors and lawyers and all kinds of stuff. You'd be surprised where you can find Freemason rings that people wear or are, and they put out all kinds of symbols, and It's really like supposedly it's magic or whatever, but like look at how many people that are high up support magic. Disney supports magic. All the Rockefellers and all that, they're not Christian. If they're not Christian, they're satanic. And they've got all these things, these monuments and whatnot to prove, like the obelisks, to prove that they're satanic. They have obelisks built. They have, I mean, they have probably possession of different things, but like the king of Egypt owns the pyramids and all that. So, and he was one of the richest people in the world. I think it was. He was worth billions, like tens of billions of dollars. But anyway, we don't make all this stuff. We don't make the computers. We don't make the cell phones. We don't make like basically anything. We don't even make our own food. We transport food is what we do. But like the people that are making the food or are typically probably the Satan worshippers, because that's who took it away. The government took it away in like 1929. They had all these people's farms that they just took. And then the Great Depression happened, so no one has a farm and no one has anything, and they have to go stand in lines at a soup kitchen to get what they should have probably gotten or been able to get if they had farmed their own land. But anyway, there's been some catastrophes created from all this, and I think Venezuela may have been one of those catastrophes. But anyway, I'm gonna end that here. I just find it weird that a bunch of people don't know what's going on and they're not looking into it. They're assuming they own all this stuff and all this stuff is theirs, and they're so proud of what they've become, and I don't know where they're getting their pride from.